Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
More G.I. Joe action coming at ya.
Good.
After that, some Rolling Stones, a little bit of Def Leppard. Right here on the mix.
Def Leppard fucking sucks, man. Don't you ever say fucking Def Leppard around me.
Damn.
Speaking of which, Todd, what character are you playing on today's adventure of G.I. Joe?
Codename Barge Hog. Veteran of the KISS Army. My pronouns are he and bro.
Jesus Christ. I love how method Todd is with these guys. And it's not just here. Like, you see him out anywhere, he's fucking barge hog.
Yeah.
He was...
I've directed everyone around me to refer to me exclusively as Barge Hog while we're doing this.
Same shit with Dune and every other game.
Yeah. Who are you playing, Corey?
I'm Lizard Lips. I'm a ninja.
I think more importantly...
Why is that name still funny? Every time you say it, it's amazing.
I've done one good thing in my life, and it was come up with that code name.
I think it's more important that he's a Mainer.
Yeah, he is from Maine. Benga.
I think we've made it through at least 7 or 8 Stephen King references already.
Oh, there's plenty more to come.
Well, what else comes out of Maine?
Right? Syrup.
Lobster.
Lobster.
Trees.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
How many lobster jokes are you going to make?
There's none.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd be really cool if you had a pet lobster, though.
Lobster is much like in the Stephen King book, Drawing of the Three, the lobstrosities that attacked poor Roland Deschain on the beach. Cut off some of his fingers, they did. Data chunk.
Okay. All right.
For our Dark Tower fans.
Yes.
Austin, who are you playing?
I am codename Heretic, a sniper ranger.
Yeah, it's succinct.
We've co-opted the name Predator for sniper.
So we're playing G.I. Joe today. We've played 3 previous episodes. The previous adventure was Terror at Summit Station. Our Joes are in the Arctic, working out of Thule Air Force Base, trying to foil Cobra's plans, whatever dastardly plan they have.
Stealing heads and shit.
Yeah,
They got up to some
Never
hijinks.
happened on the Hasbro television series.
Did it happen in the comic books? Is the question.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't.
Not even Marlon Wayans did such a thing in the G.I. Joe movies.
Oh, that old classic G.I. Joe Wayans.
Yeah. So our scene opens onto a derelict airfield called Skagavik. There's a number of buildings that have been collapsed and broken down, but there's still a recently repaired airstrip because in our last adventure, our heroes, our Joes, learned that Cobra had been operating out of Skagavik.
Yes.
This derelict Dutch airfield. Editor's note, last time I said it was Norwegian, I meant to say Dutch. Greenland is controlled by the Dutch.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
I feel so foolish.
You know, the Dutch Air Force are legendary.
Legendary.
They pretty much they jump out of borrowed airplanes with a parasol and just
wearing wooden shoes and carrying tulips.
Oh no, god damn it. It's not the Dutch, it's the Danes, it's Denmark.
yeah.
I said that I did it wrong twice. No. Fuck. I'm so mad at me. Skagavik is a derelict Danish Air Force field. It's been abandoned for years, but Cobra, you recently learned, has been operating out of it. The sun is setting in the west, over the mountains. Everything's bathed in red. There's not a lot of snow here. It's mostly just rock, but there is a 4-prop cargo plane on the airfield, engines spinning up, Cobra troopers hastily loading their supplies onto this airfield. In the far distance, we can see another cargo plane is already in the air taking off. Clearly, Cobra isn't abandoning this effort. The ramshackle chain link fence that surrounds the field, one section of it is knocked down as a rapid assault motorcycle comes roaring onto the field. Todd, what is Barge Hog doing?
He's popping a wheelie.
Of course he is.
Okay.
Why did you even have to say that?
All right.
So one of the Cobra troopers points, "It's a Joe! Get the rest of the supplies loaded! Hurry up!" They start moving faster. In the hills above Skagavik, there's a glint of light off a scope. We zoom in. There's this long barrel, and on the other side of it is Heretic.
I've got you covered, Barge Hog.
So you guys have gotten in place for an assault on this final Cobra cargo plane. Corey, where's Lizard Lips?
Sneaking
Sneaking where?
towards them.
He's already one of the Cobras.
You can put him on the plane, in the plane, around the plane, wherever you want.
Unbeknownst to Cobra, Lizard Lips has been living in one of the planes for over a week. He snuck in.
He's very weak.
And they woke him up, and he's not happy. No, he did sneak into. He's a covert ninja. He snuck in. He's inside the cargo plane that's currently being loaded. He was like stuck to the ceiling, kind of like the bride at the House of Blue Leaves or whatever. Cool shit looking.
So let's roll some initiatives.
Okay,
Cool.
So I can roll deception or infiltration instead of initiative, which I will do. I'm gonna roll my infiltration, which is an extra D4. That's an 11 there, Kyle.
And I have an initiative of D2. That's an 18.
Now, the rapid attack motorcycle, it says initiative is D6.
What that means is you can either use your initiative or its, whichever is better.
D6 is much better than Barjog's initiative, so... And that is a 12.
All right. The ram is roaring down the runway towards the cargo plane. The Cobra troopers are hustling faster. Lizard Lips is inside. Austin Heretic has the first action.
All right. Well, by the way, guys, during our loadout pre-mission, I took a sniper rifle and the scope upgrade. So looking through the scope of my rifle, so what am I seeing?
So you can see this is all, you're like 400 feet away, 500 feet up in the hills.
Well within the range of the rifle.
Well within the range of the rifle. There's this big 4-prop cargo plane. There's Cobra troopers loading stuff into the back. There's crates, packed materials out on the runway.
Lizard Lips knows where you're positioned and looks out through one of the cargo windows and like kind of gives you a little wave and then holds his hand to his mouth and dee like and points down at the Cobra guys.
So you said the Cobra guys have just like tried to hurry up the...
Yeah, because they saw the rapid assault motorcycle coming down the runway towards them because Barge Hog is just so subtle.
Yeah, and how many feet between him and the plane?
About 200.
Okay.
Do we have an idea of how many Cobra guys there are?
Yes. Lizard Lips knows exactly.
Yeah, because he's
There's-
been living there for... Yeah.
There's 2 pilots, and there are 6 troopers.
Okay.
4 of them are outside the plane. 2 are inside.
Okay.
All right, so I'm looking for a way to disrupt what they're doing. So if there's...
Kill them.
Well, so if there's like something big being moved by a group of guys, taking out one of them to make them all fall and cause an obstacle.
It's like guys moving a piano in a silent movie through a plane of glass.
There's a fruit cart.
Yeah.
I mean, most of it's on. I mean, they're using dollies and
All right, so then I'm going to take aim at the Cobra in the lead, the one kind of highest on the ramp leading the way into the cargo hold of the plane.
The ramp
Sure.
corporal.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's the
what
rank
we're gonna
in
call it.
Cobra.
It's a Cobra.
Ramp corporal. I'm gonna make a note.
That is an official Cobra rank.
Yes.
What do you do? I'm the ramp corporal.
Yeah.
I take care of things on the ramp.
They borrowed that from the Danish military. It's been a long-standing... A lot of ramps in
Ramps.
Denmark.
Just so many. Yeah, it's the guy pointing towards the ram and Barge Hog unslinging his rifle.
You guys get him. I can't get off the ramp.
I have this one thing.
He's a ramp trooper. You know, Cobra did have a lot of specific
They did.
troopers for
They're
different
probably
situations.
Yeah.
there's a solid chance there's a ramp trooper
Yeah.
of some kind. Like if they did
It's
some
just
sort
like,
of
yeah, Star Wars is the same way. There's
Yeah.
a stormtrooper for every situation.
Yeah.
like Cobra could Hasbro could have done some sort of promotion for like their cars for like the Hot Wheels.
You had to
and
send
they have
in
a
box
ramp
tops.
trooper. Yeah.
UPCs from Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I'm aiming for the ramp corporal now, but next is the hydraulics major. First of all, my speed is 6, so I get several extra additional actions.
You get 4 free actions.
Yeah. So Heretic lets out a breath as he kind of steadies his rifle and takes aim.
Okay.
So that'll upgrade my targeting attack, and then fires.
What is your standard targeting? Is it D6 or
It's a D6.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
rolling a
D8.
D8.
Okay.
So are you aiming at the ramp or the ramp corporal?
The ramp corporal
You
Yeah,
shoot the
yeah.
ramp and he's like, no, my precious ramp.
leaps in front of it.
He's like
That's how you get him.
he's like the Rancor handler in Return of the Jedi. He's like,
My ramp. I've had that ramp when it was just a step.
All right, here we go. That's a 15.
Oh, that definitely hits. How much damage do you do?
The sniper rifle does 1 sharp.
Barge Hog, you're rolling down the runway, high speed.
Hell yeah.
You see this Cobra trooper unslinging a rifle, pointing at you, and then his head just disappears in this red mist. Poor ramp trooper Miles will never get another promotion. But it's the trooper's turn. We're under fire! One of them just throws himself behind a crate and is just looking around, trying to figure out where that came from.
He's a crate trooper.
Dude's head explodes, he falls, then the rifle reports.
Yeah, so they're all actually going prone, which is a thing you can do in this game. You can react by going prone, and what that does is any range attacks versus you suffer a snag. They get a +1 shift for their guns. Actually, Austin, you should have had another shift on that because you're, I assume, prone.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
we'll worry
for
about
next
it next time.
But unfortunately for them, melee attacks versus you if you're prone gain an edge. So the 4 guys out of the, 3 guys now, outside of the plane, they get down behind crates and pallets. The 2 guys inside, one of them starts unstrapping a ferret ATV from its ties. The other runs toward the cockpit. So 3 guys outside. One of them is looking for Heretic. 2 of them are shooting at the ram. Todd, what is your... Well, you could use evasion or toughness. I assume you want to use toughness. Or what's the toughness on the ram, actually? Since they're shooting at it, not you specifically.
Toughness is 14, evasion is 13.
Well, that was a miss. Ooh, 20. So that is a critical hit. Yeah, I get another story point. Hooray! I have 6. Well, I didn't spend any last time because I forgot they were a thing.
That's why things went so well for us.
So this Cobra Trooper opens up on the ram, does 2 damage, thanks to his crit, Todd. Austin, the Cobra Trooper is looking for Heretic up in the hills.
All right.
Roll your survival to see how well you hid. This will be an opposed roll. He's using his alertness.
Okay. And I'm lying prone as well, so this will be an upshift, correct?
Yeah, you're gonna get an upshift because all right, you're
so
in grass and rocks and what have you.
All right, so then I'm lying prone, so that'll also upshift from my survival of D4, correct?
Yes, so you roll 20 D6.
All right, so then that'll be a D6.
Yeah, and he's rolling his alertness. He got a 12.
I also rolled a 12.
So you're the defender, so it'll go to you.
Okay.
So you remain hidden, and Todd, it's your turn.
Well, even though it has taken 2 points of damage,
What's the total hit points on that vehicle?
4. It has a health of 4.
Oh, still trucking.
So it's still trucking.
Not quite as sturdy as the All-Striker, but...
It's no longer popping a wheelie. It's still moving.
Yeah.
The sidecar got blown off.
But it does have a Vulcan 20mm Gatling cannon.
Awesome.
As you do.
Yep. So,
Jesse the Body Ventura is riding alongside.
so Barge Hog's gonna open up fire. We've got them prone shooting at Barge Hog. We've got the one guy trying to find Austin. There was another guy, if I remember correctly, who's unstrapped the ATV, and then another guy running towards the cockpit.
Yes. Now, those 2 guys inside, you guys know what they're doing because Lizard Lips has eyes on them. They're really not visible from where you're at.
From where I'm at, okay.
Yeah, because the plane is kind of angled away from you.
All right, well, I'm just going to return fire to those prone sumbitches who, tried to take me out. With this 20mm Gatling cannon, I'm using my driving skill. I want to shoot at multiple targets so I can downshift to a D2 and try to hit 2 different targets. Is that correct?
That's right. You could try to hit both of the guys that are shooting at you.
Quick question, does aiming play a part in this?
You could aim.
I'm going to aim.
Provided you have free actions, which your speed your speed is like 4. So you'd have 2 free actions. So yeah, you could spend one of those aiming, which would upshift.
Okay, so we're back up to D4.
Right.
Shooting at multiple targets, the 2 prone guys who were shooting at me and caused 2 damage.
You could use a story point as well to roll it as if you were specialized.
Well, I've got 5 story points, so I'm going to use one of those.
Good call. Now, when you roll as if you're specialized, you roll the D20, the D2, and the D4. And of the D2 or D4, you pick whichever one rolls highest.
All right, that's a 13 on the D20. And then a 3 on the D4.
Yeah, so you'll take the 3 off the D4.
Uh-huh.
And what, you hit 16?
16.
Yes, you hit them. Oh, Todd, you have to roll with the snag because they are prone.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
So I roll 1 more D20?
Yeah, and if it's... your old one was a 13, so if this one's lower, you take it.
Take it. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. That one's a 7. God damn it.
So you had a 3. So yeah. So
it's a 10.
Which is not sufficient. So the Gatling cannon roars, bullets spilling across the airfield, perforating packaged Cobra equipment, water barrels, rations. But the troopers behind them are terrified, but alive.
Barge Hog sees what happens and says, God damn it, got prone boned.
So Corey, Lizard Lips is in the superstructure of the aircraft.
Yes.
You can hear the pilots shouting backwards. The engines rev to a higher rate.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay, give me an idea. So there's 2 guys in the plane and a pilot.
Well, technically, there's 4 people in the plane.
Gotcha.
There's 2 pilots
Gotcha.
at the far end. This is a very large cargo
Sure.
plane. One trooper just ran to when fighting started. He ran towards the cockpit.
Okay,
presumably to say, "Hey, we need to get the heck out of here."
Gotcha.
There's one guy unstrapping a ferret ATV that was already secured in the hold, presumably to use it against your allies.
Sure.
And there's 3 guys outside.
How far away from the cockpit am I?
You're pretty far away.
Okay.
If you used all your free actions to push yourself, you could get there.
Sure.
But short of that, no.
Okay, I'm going to try to get the guy who's unstrapping the ferret.
You could easily get that guy.
Yeah, I'm going for him.
Yeah. So this guy has no idea, that you're there. So you're going to get an edge on this one.
Okay, I'm going to plop down
Sure.
right behind him.
Yeah.
I'm going to use, in my loadout, I got some nunchucks.
Hell yeah.
He was so happy when he was asking for those.
Actually, Lizard Lips whittled these nunchucks himself. Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's a crafty man.
He chainsaw carved them
that's tough Maine cedar right
out of
there.
a hickory log.
Yeah. So you're going to get an edge, so advantage, basically.
Okay, and I'm using my finesse on this.
Right.
So
What is
that-
your finesse?
D4. So a D20 and a D4.
Yep.
Oh, with advantage. That's a 19.
Well, he's a very low-level Cobra trooper, so he definitely does not have any defenses as high as a 19.
Okay. I tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hey there, you crab apple." And, and as he turns around, I wrap him across the face with the nunchaku.
Okay. And you're doing stun damage with the
It does
nunchuck?
one stun, yeah.
Does one stun? Which is sufficient to stun him into unconsciousness.
Okay.
It's the first thing I always think of for sneaking attacks.
Yeah.
Is nunchucks.
They are, I believe they do have the silent trait. I
Oh,
think.
cool.
Nice.
And with one of my free actions, I'm going to push myself to run towards the cockpit. So basically, that gives me an extra 5 feet of movement.
Right.
And
Yeah.
my total movement is 35 feet, so I can run up to 40 feet.
Yeah, the nunchuck are silent, so you're still hidden. You knocked that trooper out, and you're still nobody in the plane knows you're there.
Yeah, I drop down out of view as if there was a camera on me, and then sneak towards the cockpit.
Okay. And we're back up to Heretic.
Has the plane started up or anything?
The engines are definitely started up, and it's just starting to crawl down the runway.
So I'm going to lead the cockpit of the plane a little bit and look through the scope and find one of the pilots.
You can see the head of one of them. It's kind of angled away from you, but so the other is out of range, but one of them is definitely in sight.
All right, so then leading his shot a little bit, Heretic's going to take a shot at one of the pilots. So then I'm aiming, so that's one upshift from my targeting skill. I'm
Yep.
also lying prone, so
Yep.
that's another shift that we didn't count last time. I am going to spend a story point and roll the skill as if specialized, so the D2, D4, D6, D8, and D10, I can roll all of those.
Correct.
Just pick the best of them.
So the target number for this with the guy in the plane, it's going to be like 17.
Yeah, there's a 25 for you.
Ooh,
Did you roll a 10 on the D10?
Yes,
That's crit.
that is a crit.
ooh.
Yeah.
The plane explodes with lizard lips inside. Yeah, nice knowing you, fellas.
Yeah, you see the crack of the glass, blood splatter on it. The plane starts turning much faster in an obviously wrong direction for a moment before the other pilot gets it under control.
Fellas, I think the plane's trying to take off, but they've hit a snag, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, Lizard Lips, you did just see a dude slump over out of his seat, dead, and the other pilot and the trooper reacted with some alarm.
Right.
The troopers outside, the plane's getting out of here, let's go, let's go! They jump up and start running up the cockpit. 2 of them are going to stop to fire at Roadhog.
It's Barge Hog, by the way.
Barge Hog. Man, I want to call you Roadhog. I don't know why. What's your toughness is like or what's the toughness on the ram? I'm sorry.
the toughness, 14.
So 1 hit, 1 miss. So more bullets come flying down the runway, cracking the front facade of the ram. You have 1 health left on it?
Yep.
But it is not down. Those Cobra troopers go into the plane. The ramp slowly starting to wind upward. A Cobra troopers dragging a dead pilot out of the cockpit.
Is the ramp making a little bit of like a whiny noise
going,
because his daddy's gone? It's okay, Rampy.
It's moving slower than it usually does.
Trevor's dead. And there's a slamming sound as the other pilot closes the cockpit door. It is your turn, Todd.
Okay, so all the targets are inside the plane now, correct?
They are.
All right. Well, still got the 20-millimeter Gatling cannon. I'm wondering if I can fire at the propellers or the fuel tanks on this sumbitch.
You could fire at any part of the plane you wish. You can still see the guys on the ramp getting in. You can fire at them.
Can I drive around to behind the plane and fire at the guys on the ramp while also driving the ram up the ramp?
Yeah, Vin Diesel this shit.
Yes.
All right.
G.I. Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, the classic Hasbro toy line has finally matured.
Normally, you would have to spend a move action reloading the Ram's Vulcan assault cannon.
Yep.
But it has an auto feeder
It
upgrade.
does. That's an upgrade. It says ammo feeder right here on my card.
Yeah, so you can just feed ammo into it. You can fire, drive up, and then you'll be basically using your move action to get on the plane. So then it would be out. But yeah,
Okay.
do the attack first because that would actually obviously take place before.
All right, and once again, that's my driving, correct?
That is your driving.
All right, that's a D4.
Now, are you firing at one guy or two?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire at both of them.
Okay.
Again, so
So downshift.
downshift.
1.
Can I still use aim?
You can.
Okay, so that puts it back up to D4.
Okay, and they are no longer prone.
They're
up
not
and
prone.
moving.
Yeah, so just a D4 and a D20. God damn it. Man, I knew I shouldn't have got shit hammered last night before we did this fucking attack. God damn it. It's a 6.
Yeah, Barge Hog had a heck of a time shooting at those 6 guys on the back of that plane. They just keep moving.
Goddamn fucking Jägermeister. God
That fireball's coming back.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, he definitely just drinks the worst stuff.
I found my thrill on Strawberry Hill. That's Boone's Farm, everybody.
So bullets are going everywhere. The Cobra Troopers are panicking because someone's shooting an assault cannon at them.
There's a drunk giant on a motorcycle.
Barge Hog is gunning it for the ramp. Make a TN10 driving test to hit the ramp.
All right, that's a D4.
And a D20.
Son of a bitch.
Jesus.
I rolled a 9.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Wait, did you roll a 9 on the D20 or you rolled a 7?
altogether.
Oh,
A 7 and a 2.
dang. Yeah. No.
That's a shame.
So the ram engine is roaring. Barge Hog is putting on speed, hits the ramp at the wrong angle,
Oh, no.
and doesn't go into the plane so much as he just jumps to the side and is flying through the air. Like, he just ramps off the ramp, but just misses the back of the plane.
Time slows down.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
And it's going through his head, hey, I'm flying through the air. Cobra Troopers, very relieved. They figured there was no way that could have worked out for them.
Shut the ramp. Shut the ramp. I can't. The corporal knew how.
Look, all I'm saying is this shit always worked for Chuck Norris. I don't know why it didn't work for me.
Corey, it is Lizard Lip's turn.
Okay, Lizard Lips is at the cockpit at this point because he pushed himself in the last turn.
Yeah, you're still hidden. You're hiding behind packed crates.
Yeah. I emerge, and I'm going to try to kill the other pilot.
Now, he closed the cockpit door.
I kick it. Using my ninja legs.
Do you want to try to break it down?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And you're using ninjutsu? Judo, I suppose?
Yeah, judo kick.
Yeah, just chop that door open.
So do you use finesse for your judo?
Yes.
Okay. So finesse attack against TN15.
That's a 10.
It's a really good door.
Shit.
Yeah. So you kick it, perfect spot, and wow, they must have upgraded this after 9/11.
Oh, God.
No terrorists were taking this plane from Cobra.
Right. Okay.
The Cobra trooper that had dragged the dead pilot's body out and was going back to the rear of the plane hears the racket, turns around. That's one of the Joe Ninjas.
Hello.
So we've never discussed it. How does Lizard Lips dress? What does his uniform look like? His outfit?
Well, he dresses, appropriately for the season.
Sure.
He grew up in Maine, those rough
Yeah.
Maine winters.
And you're in the Arctic, so it's cold.
So he's got a scarf, and, it's mostly white.
Sure.
He's got a pair of mittens on, but they're the kind of mittens that let you use nunchucks pretty well.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The special ones.
Yeah, and there's a little spot to where you can use your phone.
Yeah, you have to go to Canadian Tire to get them.
Yeah. Well, no, he shops at LL Bean exclusively,
Are his
which stands for Lizard Lip Bean.
God damn it!
Nobody's ever pointed it out to him.
Yep.
Definitely not.
Do his ninja boots that have like the little toe thing on them? Are they like fur lined or wool lined?
Oh no! Well, I mean they're your standard like kind of farm boots, but
Okay.
but look more ninja-y. Yeah,
It's like Timberlands, but they still have the toe separation.
yeah.
It's the Japanese brand.
Yeah.
So the plane is starting to taxi down the runway and pick up some speed. Heretic, it's your turn. The ramp is not fully closed yet on the back of the cargo plane, so you can still see into some parts of the interior. The other pilot, the angle is bad. You have no shot on him.
Lizard Lips on his communicator did tell them, "Hey boys, having trouble with this here door. Not going to be able to get to the pilot to stop the plane."
You concentrate on the Cobra troopers. I'll concentrate on stopping this plane.
Okay, thank you kindly.
So Heretic's going to take aim at the front wheel of the landing gear.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go ahead and spend another story point and roll as if specialized again.
Yeah, so we'll say 13.
13.
Well, let's say 14, because you don't just need to hit it. You need to hit it in a place that is going to disable it.
All right, so then I'm rolling the D20 along with everything all the way up to D10 because I am taking aim and I am lying prone. All right, well, I got a 14 just on the D20. Now, no crit. Actually, you know what? I am going to say that it's a crit because I got a 2 on my D2, so I got a 16.
I mean, you can take whichever one you want, so which is one of the advantages of specializing.
Yeah.
So what happens, Austin?
Heretic fires a bullet directly into the tire, and because it's a crit, we're going to say it just blasts through both of them and flattens the tires.
Yeah, so the nose drops noticeably. The tires are still rolling down the runway. He's going to ruin his rims.
Got them 20s on there.
I imagine it veers heavily off course.
Yeah, it's it's heading towards the grass right now. So it is the trooper's turn inside the plane. The one closest to Lizard Lips. It's one of the Joes!
Hello.
That guy is going to try to attack Lizard Lips with his knife. So, Corey, since you can use evasion or toughness to defend, whichever is you prefer.
Evasion.
Which is
19.
Rolled a 19
Fucking bitch. But
on the D20.
yeah, but that's
But he's defending.
Yeah, and 4 on the D2.
well, you should have said that.
Sorry.
Kyle, you fucking piece. You and your tension building is like such bullshit.
So this guy comes at you, and you were so distracted by your kick against the door, your heel hurt a little bit. He's gonna stab you with his knife.
Okay.
Sinks it into your thigh.
Ow!
Oh man.
It leaves a mark.
Not the first time I've been stabbed, fella. Get ready for my turn.
One of the other troopers is smashing out one of the windows to shoot at Barge Hog. Now this guy's in a moving vehicle, so he is firing with the snag, which is to your advantage, John, because he rolled a 20. So what's the evasion on the ram?
Barge Hog's evasion is 14.
What's the Rams?
13.
Oh, okay.
So I'm using 14.
He's still going to hit you unless you use a story point to
Oh, yeah, you can add
increase
to
your
your
defense
defense.
by 1.
Yeah.
I'm using a story point.
One of the other guys is trying to find Austin.
It's hard to find him because he's laying down. He's a bit of a low Joe. Get it?
I got it. Yeah, Austin, do you want
bit
to
of
roll a
main
pose
humor.
test?
Yeah, so I'm rolling survival D6.
Yep.
That's a 17.
Yeah, he did not get that. He did not get high at all.
How is Austin doing well? And Todd and I are just eating
Don't
shit.
know. That guy rolled a 5.
Full moon.
The other
G.I.
guy,
Joe's my favorite game.
the other guy jumps on the ferret, revs the engine, and ramps it out of the cargo plane just before the ramp closes.
Hits his head on the top of the.
Yeah, I'm going to roll to see if he screws up.
Hey, I was about to say.
Because
The stormtrooper effect.
He does not have driving. He rolled an 8, so we're gonna do a point of damage to the ferret because he just came down wrong.
Yeah.
And it grinds out on the runway.
Yeah, but he knew the ramp guy, so he's familiar with that ramp.
They were best friends. That's why he's trying to get out there and get vengeance. It is Barge Hog's turn. Ferret just came off the cargo plane.
All right, well, first of all, I don't know if this will take up a move or not, but the first thing I'm going to do is wash down 800 milligrams of ibuprofen with some Pepto-Bismol.
Like a Pedialyte.
Yeah. I assume you've got that in, like, your cargo belt.
It's a
but
utility
for
belt.
Barge Hog, that's like Popeye taking his spinach.
Then he's gonna take aim at that sumbitch on that ferret.
ATV.
Yeah, ferret. Yeah. Y'all ever see that movie Beastmaster? That dude had 2 ferrets.
I did.
Podo and Kodo, I
Yeah.
believe, were their names. If I ever have kids, that's what I'm gonna name them, Podo and Kodo.
It's his favorite movie.
Is that their actual names?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think I ever knew their names.
Yeah. He says it in that movie. Come on.
I never paid any attention to the dialogue in that movie. I don't even know what the dude sounds like.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds cool, yeah.
Fucking metal as shit, man.
Okay, so the ferret's spinning around to get a beat on the ram, but you're shooting first, so...
Yes. Can I use a story point to be specialized like my buddy Heretic over there?
You absolutely can,
You might wanna.
Yeah, because things ain't been going too good. So I spin around, I'm using my my driving, so it's a D20, a D2, and a D4.
And his evasion is 12.
Okay. So that's a 15, and the 4 is a crit.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, so you'll do 3 damage. So the Gatling cannon roars and finally finds its mark and just perforates the ferret. The guy starts driving wild. He's still moving, but it took a massive hit. So ferrets have 4 health, so it's down to 1.
That's all the Cobra Trooper hears.
Pilot's turn. Plane. He's trying to get the plane under control. That's going to be really hard. No, he rolled a 3. So
What's the birdie, Cobra scum?
the forward landing gears just starts digging into the dirt. It's into the grass. Lizard lips. You can feel the plane slowing, and it is your turn.
Okay, time to murder the guy who stabbed me in my thigh.
It hurts.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. All right, no nunchuckers for you, my friend.
Just sword.
Right to the katana.
So his evasion is 11.
Okay. It's 15.
Turns out you hit.
So I'm going to kill this man.
All right.
I bring my katana straight down under the top of his head with all my force.
The helmet cracks
finesse.
open.
Yeah. And then when it cracks through the top part of the skull, but not enough for lizard lips.
Sure.
And you can see the man's still alive. He's just upset. So he starts sawing down.
He's just upset.
Until yeah. He starts sawing until he reaches his upper lip.
Yeah, I mean, upset is, I guess, a word you could use.
Yeah.
Fucking John Wick, this asshole.
Yeah, it's not. He got stabbed by this man.
Yeah, so
Rude.
the limp corpse falls from your sword. You could still move.
Okay, so there's nobody else that's not in the cockpit on this plane, right?
Yeah, there are 2 guys at the rear of the plane.
Okay.
There were 3 Cobra troopers that boarded the plane as it was taking off.
Okay.
One ramped out, one shot out the window at Todd, and the other was still trying to locate the sniper.
Okay, I'm going to run towards, using a free action, sprint towards the guy who's shooting out the window.
Okay, yeah, you're running down there. You'll get to him next round.
Okay.
Heretic. Essentially, the rear of the ramp is facing you now, so you really don't have any shots on anybody inside. There's a dude driving around on a ferret ATV.
The ferret got banged up pretty bad. Is it still moving fast? Or?
It's moving slower. Smoke's pouring out of it. It's on its last legs, or wheels, so to speak.
Yeah. So Heretic takes aim and fires off another shot at the ATV. I have no more story points, so I'm just rolling this one, let's see, prone and taking aim, so just rolling a D20 and a D10.
Okay.
That's a 12.
That'll hit. how do you take it out?
So, after he finished his last hit, the Cobra just heard Barge Hog laughing maniacally as he sped by, and he spins around and he levels his gun, pointing at Barge Hog, and Barge Hog spins just in time to see it, and then all of a sudden the ATV just fucking explodes.
Barge Hog temporarily forgets that Heretic is in a sniper position prone and thinks he blew it up with his mind.
That's the power of prayer.
And that's why they called me the Heretic.
So the ATV explodes, taking the driver with it. On the plane, 2 troopers, they're turning around. They see Lizard Lips running towards them. One of them bolts towards the cargo door. And is trying to open it to get out. The other runs to meet Lizard Lips with his knife, yelling, "Cobra!"
Lizard Lips. He retorts.
Nice to meet you.
So his attack was a 6, so Lizard Lips easily parries his strike.
Ta-ha!
The other guy gets the cargo door open and is running out across the derelict airfield.
Is the plane stopped at
The
this
plane
point?
is stopped at this point.
So the ramp is down.
The ramp is closed.
Oh, okay.
He ran toward
the cargo door.
there's a man door. A man door.
Sounds like a G.I. Joe character.
It is Barge Hog's turn. Dude just ran out of the plane, running just for the hills.
Might as well take this guy out with the Gatling cannon.
Okay,
Yep.
fair enough.
All right. So I'm going to aim.
D20, D6.
Ooh, that's a 19.
There he
Excellent.
There he
Yeah.
is.
There's just a brrr, and the dude falls over.
Blah, I'm dead.
Barge Hog takes all this in and then voms everywhere. He's just still hungover.
So, Lizard Lips, you hear the door opening in the front, pilot coming out, also running towards the door to escape. It is your turn.
So the guy who just tried to stab me is obviously near to me.
Yeah, he's still fighting you.
How far away is the pilot that's running?
He's not even to the escape hatch yet. He's gonna have to run past you.
Okay, so how is he pretty close to me?
Relatively, yeah.
Okay, because my katana I can do 2 attacks with.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I'm doing that.
So do you have to downshift one, I assume?
Yeah, it's a downshifting finesse, which just makes it a D2.
Okay.
Man, we need a music stinger for when we just do badass shit.
I don't have time to be making stingers for everything, Austin.
Why?
God damn.
Great.
I love how non-musicians are like, just write a song. Oh, okay.
Hey, can you do creative thing? Here, drop of hat, do creative thing.
Yes.
So their evasion is 11 each.
Okay.
So you're just So do you have to make 2 separate attacks, or do you just hit 2 targets?
It's just downshift 1.
Okay, so so you just you'll hit both of them if you.
Yeah, it's got multi-targeting is one of its
Oh,
effects.
okay, yeah. So that's T and 11 then.
That's 17, son.
Nice.
You can let us know how that goes.
Okay. Okay, so the guy who just tried to stab Lizard Lips drops to 1 knee, and with a swift movement of his katana blade, cuts his legs off a little bit above the knee.
Sure.
Not killing him immediately, but he's not going to try to patch him up either.
No,
to help him or make his passing faster. As for the pilot, in the same movement, he throws the katana at him and pins him to the door through the neck.
Nice.
Cool.
That was the pilot's death rattle.
All right, take her easy. And then Lizard Lips using a free motion. He hasn't had a chance to do this because action has been so heavy, but this is pretty much the end of combat. He has a calling card he leaves on all his...
Oh, does he?
His conquest.
I see.
It's a tiny... He hand makes these, but they're tiny macrame owls. That he makes himself.
Why?
I just like them.
So all the Cobras are dispatched. The plane has come to a stop. The engines are spooling down. Lizard Lips opens the ramp. Everyone assembles.
That is an awful nice ramp, if I do say so. You can see why these fellows were so attached to it.
Takes Heretic a while to get there.
Yeah, you have to march down. You got calls coming over your communicator. It Sparks. Hey guys,
Ah, hey there, Sparks. You're a good friend.
did you take out the plane?
We killed many men.
It's here.
Hey, can y'all turn the volume down on Sparky there? It's still not quite out of the woods yet.
Yeah, I said you should not drink the rest of that Jägermeister last night.
Here, Barge Hog. And Heretic tosses him a flask. Hair of the dog.
Barge Hog takes a sip. Fuck! fucking White Claw.
So Sparks says, remember, we're searching for intelligence information. See if anybody has any data on the maps, coded communications. That'd be great.
Let's search this shit, fellas.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you guys start giving the plane a once over. All the troopers, they're not carrying anything. They're just peons.
As they're looking, Barchog says, "Hey, y'all want to know why I became a GI Joe? They promised me that if I completed tour of duty successfully, that they'd take me to the secret government facility where they keep the frozen bodies of Burt Reynolds and Ronnie James Dio.
Jesus.
Those two. Huh?
They're keeping them in cryo freeze, and they're not going to thaw them out till aliens invade."
Okay.
Gotcha.
So specific.
They told me a similar tale there, Barchog.
Is that right?
Yeah, they told me they have Bruce Lee and James Taylor. My two heroes.
Wait, is James Taylor dead?
Probably. I don't know. Is he? Didn't he die?
They froze him alive.
No, James Taylor is still with us. Apologies to the family.
But now we know. And knowing.
So you guys are going through this ship, inspecting the crates. Most of them are weapons, ammunition, MREs, bottled water,
Heads.
No heads, actually.
I think I discovered the mystery, fellas.
Yeah?
Denmark, heads. They're all Hamlet fans.
Barchog is just guzzling every water that he finds in the thing.
It's important to hydrate.
So one of the pallets is a bunch of different foot lockers that have been wrapped together, and some of them are officers' foot lockers. In one of them, you find obvious intelligence information that this guy probably wasn't supposed to have among his personal effects. Like there's a box of cigars, some polo shirts, and then just this folder of maps.
Ooh. A box of miniature ramps. I think I know who's this one was.
No. That guy was a ramp corporal.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
sorry. And
He started as a ramp corporal.
he was a ramp lieutenant when he died.
Now he's an escalator major.
Some of the maps are of Skagavik. One is of Summit Station. Other areas around Greenland. One specifically is not. One is the HARP facility in Alaska. And it appears that from the notes on this, it would look like it is planning for an attack.
Looks like we're going to have to move to warmer weather, fellas.
Slightly.
So does everybody know what HARP is? Have you guys ever heard of HARP?
No.
That is a real thing. It's a big conspiracy theory focus.
I feel like Barchog knows what it is.
Barchog definitely knows what it is. It's the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. It was started a joint research program between the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and DARPA, and now it's run by the University of Alaska. But it's a real thing, and it's this huge field of all these satellite dishes and antenna, and they study the aurora borealis.
Yeah. So it's kind of like SETI, but just for...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for, I guess, electromagnetic activity in the Arctic.
Wait, hold on, no. They're doing that because they want to control brainwaves or some shit, am I right?
Yeah, well, that's what Barchog would think. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
5G.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's definitely a 5G conspiracy about HARP. It's been around for a really long time.
Okay.
So this would be a U.S. government facility, and there's like this. The map this officer had has like arrows on it, and notes for like in place machine guns here, and it is clearly he's penciled in like attack plans.
Well, fellas, looks like we're heading to the America.
Spark says, "Yeah, we have to warn HARP. Or actually, I don't know if we can trust Major Wallace. We need to get you guys there as soon as we can."
Hold on. You said we're going to America. I thought this place was in Alaska.
HARP is.
Anything north of Detroit Rock City is not America to Barchog.
Well, is there a spare on this plane?
That's the freeze frame. We're all laughing. Ha ha. Man, until next time.
And somebody's head explodes from the sniper we missed.
Yeah, so we're going to end there tonight. Sparks is trying to figure out how to get you guys to the HARP facility as soon as possible, but we'll find out about that next week.
Cool.
Thanks for listening to Bastard Quest. Thanks to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Barrel and Bond. Speaking of exploding heads.
Yep. 2 weeks ago, a man's head exploded in their bathroom. Still not sure why.
Spontaneously.
Yeah, there's some kind of portal in there.
Yeah,
there
I think,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't clean the ceiling either.
Yes, that's 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah. Thank you, Barrel and Bond.
Yeah. When it's nice out, you can step outside and you've got a lovely view of barges.
Yeah, it's true. And thank you to our Patreon members, as always.
Yeah, thank you guys. We love you.
We do. We appreciate you a great deal.
Yeah.
Heartfelt.
Yeah.
And
Emotions.
you can follow us on all the social medias. We got pages and stuff.
Yeah, please. And we're going to put more polls and stuff up. We're going to do a Q&A episode at some point. So, yeah, please follow us on the socials.
And rate us and comment on shows.
Yeah, please.
Yes, that would be a huge help.
Let us know what you think of the games we're playing, because I fucking love this one.
Yeah, this has been a ton of fun.
Yep. Favorite so far.
All right, I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
Together, we're on a mission. Do you want to make an impact? Are you an ambitious achiever looking to put their energy on the line? Ready to ride into the future as part of a coordinated and high-tech team? Then hail Cobra. We seek talented and motivated people who want to make a difference in an unjust world. You can make an impact. Whether you're a dangerous mercenary, deranged scientist, disgraced government agent, professional assassin, or an IT professional... Our career and benefits program are diverse and rewarding. Plus, no one else offers the unique opportunity to reshape the world through massive terroristic violence. So call us and hail Cobra. And now you know, but we've always known because we bought your data from Apple.